welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. My name is Pat. My call sign is N8OQP. But for the purposes of this net, we'll be using the club call of Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may pop in here at any time, please allow a little bit of a pause between transmissions to allow, especially tonight since we've got weather in the area, please allow little pauses between transmissions so that anything that needs to get in here can. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information, also to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date with our club meetings and other happenings, and to enhance the net operating practices. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock local time. We'll start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any managers or members who have announcements or information of general interest to our net. That includes any of the amateur radio public. I'm not particular as to who comes in the front, as long as you have an announcement or something that you'd like everybody to hear. Once that's complete, I'll take regular check-ins, at which time I'll ask for your call, repeat it phonetically, and then give me your name. When the check-ins are completed, I will close the net after repeating the announcements and doing one final call. As far as the announcements go, tomorrow night, big night for us. We're going to have a YouTuber that's got over 67,000 followers. I think it's closer to 70,000. He's an amateur radio operator. His call sign is KB9VBR. His name is Michael. He's done videos on pretty much every amateur aspect you could ever imagine. Plus, he's done videos on different radios to show you how to set them up. He's in the past he's helped me set up my FT8 station, but it's going to be a good one. If you don't have anything else to do, pop into our meeting. You'll have a good time with that. Then, not to be, in 2 weeks we have another meeting, which is the 21st. That meeting will have, boy, I hate when I have no local recollection at all. N8NM, Mark. Sorry, Mark, I apologize for that. We'll have him doing a presentation on soldering and Anderson power poles, which Anderson power poles is what I've got a big interest in those myself. I'd like to see what the correct way of putting them on is and stuff like that. So both of these are going to be good presentations, and we'd appreciate you coming into our club and checking us out. The other thing that I need to announce is that we have scheduled a VE session through Laurel. It'll be a Laurel session for September 7th at 10 a.m. So if you know anybody that's wanting to take their license exam, anything like that, you can go to the Laurel site to get my info. And at this point, you'll have to send me an email with the required stuff. I'm eventually going to have a website, which I'm hoping to get up sometime tomorrow afternoon or evening. We'll see what happens with everything else that's going on. But at this point, if you want to sign up for it, that's the way to do it. I think that's all the announcements that I have at this point. Anybody else want, any managers, any of the radio listening public want to jump in here and do you have an announcement? Go ahead now. Okay, hearing nothing, let's go ahead and take some check-ins. If you'd like to check into the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night net, please call CRC now.
K8BSA.
K8BSA. Got you, Keith. Anybody else?
K88GKG, John in Akron.
K8GKG. John, good evening, sir. And next, please.
W8CRC.
W8CRC. Got you, Ted. And we got two more spots here. Anybody else?
AB8CM.
Was that Alpha Bravo 8CM, was that?
Yes, sir. Alpha Bravo 8 Charlie Mike. Name's Chris in Akron.
Okay, Chris in Akron. Got you. HRIS. One more if we have it.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG, Nick in Orville. I'll be in and out tonight.
KD8SLG, and that's Nick. And you're in and out. I got you. Got that. We have one more.
This is Kilo Echo 8, Mike Whiskey Delta, Mobile I-77 North.
Okay, KE8. Give me the call again.
Kilo Echo 8, Mike Whiskey Delta, MWD.
Oh, I recognize that call sign. What's up, Shane?
Traveling I-77 North, going to be around for the remainder of the net. If I don't respond when I'm called, it's because I can't hear you.
Well, we can't ask for more than that. Let me go back to the top here. We have KA8BSA is at the top of the list. What's going on, Mr. Keith?
Oh, not too much. I beat Ted to the microphone switch this time. Wow. Last couple times he's always gotten in there before me. Anyhow, looking forward to tomorrow night's meeting and having a chat with Michael, KB9VBR. And I believe the topic of discussion tomorrow night with him is fox hunting, if I'm not correct. I'm not sure if you mentioned that or not. Like I said, looking forward to it, and looking forward to doing some fox hunting.
Yeah, I hate to admit this, but so am I. Sometimes setting it up and getting it to operate can be a real pain. But I'm hungry.
I thought you said you had dinner brought to you.
Well, that's a different hunger.
Okay, that's all I have tonight. Just sitting back here. Thought I would email Ken about the code blood question I have for this radio. See if there's anything out there.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
I had to resort to QRZ to get his email, so don't know how often and he checks the one listed there, but we'll find out.
Let me know if you don't get a hold of him in the next, give it 24 hours. And if you don't get a hold of him, I'll call him.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Pat.
No problem, Keith. Is that all you have? I'll go ahead and move on.
I think that's it. Hopefully we won't have too much more weather tonight. I see a lot of red and yellow heading this way. No, that's going to the south. Okay. Maybe we'll be alright.
Yeah, we're going to get a general rain out of this. We'll get some more of that, but I don't really see it getting more than what it was.
Sounds good. Alright. We'll be here listening. KA8BSA.
Alright, Keith, thanks for tuning in with us. Mr. GKG John, what's up, sir?
Good evening, Pat, and hello to everyone. I hear Ted out there. Hello, Keith. Yeah, not a lot. I was off today, and I've been putting off a job. I finally got to it this afternoon. I put this antenna I'm talking on right now, this vertical, about 3 weeks ago. I put it up another 10 feet, and when I wrestled the thing and got it standing up, I realized I forgot to put ties to tie the coax down onto, zip ties to keep it from flopping around in the wind. So I got up there today and put the ladder up, and I let the antenna, I could slide the mast down 2 feet, and I slid it down 2 feet and got up as high as I could get it, and put some zip ties. Anyway, that was my big project for the day, and it was at the heat of the day. Man, it was warm and sticky, but I got that done. I went back in the house and had a cold glass of iced tea. And then we had the excitement this afternoon when the storms rolled through. So that's about it. I just wanted to check in and say hello. And I hear what you told me. You said you got your simplex frequencies programmed in. Congratulations. I'm still doing that with my VX6. I've got 220. I've got to put the other simplex for 2 meters in there. But it's an ongoing project. I'll get to it. 7-3, and toss it back to net control. And I'll talk to you later this evening, probably. KA8 to GKG. Bye for now.
Okay, John. Good to hear you, sir. And thanks for coming in with us. We'll probably talk tonight. Now that I got the radio performing, all I need now is a microphone. We'll cover that later. As far as the weather, just be glad you don't live up in the Avon Lake area. I guess they got pounded. So anyway, we will talk. KD8PRK, speak of the devil, and he'll show up. Evening, Ted. What's going on?
Devil? I thought I was the savior. Oh, not much. Had a little excitement around here during that storm. We had a tree come down across the road. Little, not that big of a tree. It's only about a foot in diameter at the base. It's still down there. I don't know. I see some of the personnel out there waiting for hopefully somebody to show up with a chainsaw. It won't take that long, but that's what it's looking like over here. But that was about it as far as weather-related stuff. And I did see the temperature went down from, I had a high of 88, and I'm down to 72 now. Picked up 0.42 inches out of that system that came through. So got a good little grass weather, and I don't think we're in a drought situation anymore. Oh well. But that's about it over here, so I'll just turn it back to you there, Pat. KBAPRK.
All right, Ted. We'll probably talk to you tonight if you're in there on the other one. I got a couple things to do beforehand, but I'll probably happen in there about 10-ish. Have a good evening, and That brings us up to AB8CM. Good evening, Chris. What's going on?
Hello, Pat. We were former associates at a factory up in Twinsburg. I think you know what we're talking about. I was monitoring Skywarn, and I heard your voice as always, and I just, you said that there was going to be a net tonight, and I wanted to just stop in to say hello and express how wonderful you do net control for Skywarn, as you always have.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I know who you are. You and I have worked a couple places. Mainly in Twinsburg, though. You're good to hear from you. How you doing?
All is well here, Pat. Yeah, I remember we worked the parades at Stowe, 4th of July parade, and I was serving as a police reserve a long time ago, but it's good that hear you again, and we're both alive and kicking.
Yep, it's a good thing for that, huh? Yeah, it's been a piece, but yeah, it's good to hear you. We usually frequent this machine anymore. Plus, we've started a new club over out there, and it's at the address is 2406 Ardwell, and it's over there off of between where East Market comes into one. Get a chance to swing by there. Got a meeting tomorrow night at 7:30. It's going to have a YouTuber coming in and talk about fox hunting. So get a chance, swing on by. And if not, we'll catch you down the road. It's always good to hear from you.
Thank you, Pat. Appreciate the invite. I'm going to sign off now from Bravo 8 Charlie Mike.
Well, good evening, sir, and we will catch up with you. SLG was in and out. That brings us to KE8 MWD, who has stories of his own.
KE8 MWD, how are you, Pat?
Doing all right, Shane. How about you?
Oh, it's been an eventful day. You already know, but for everybody else, I work at a ambulance company, a small 911 dispatch center down in North Canton, and been monitoring the whole state really, weather-wise, all day on for Skywarn, and then half because of my job. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and we start hearing a freight train. And there's no tornado. It's down in North Canton, you know, those are all up north. Sunny skies, blue, you name it. We all go, what the heck is that? And the window next to me, next to my desk, blew out. The front door blew out. The roof went flying off the building. All the cars in the parking lot, except for mine, ironically enough. All the windows blew out of those too. Lost power for 2 hours, had no radios, only 3 backup phones, and it was just a whole mess. So now I'm out just heading into Akron, seeing if I can find anything to do or be helpful to anybody.
Well, I think, like I said, if you're wanting to see any storm damage, you're probably going to have to go up to Avon or Parma, somewhere like that. We're out there into Warren and Mahoning County, Youngstown area, stuff like that. Boardman, I guess Boardman got hit pretty hard. So, it's always fun.
Yeah, fun is one word for it. I'm making my way up as much north as I feel comfortable going. Had this truck for only like 2 months, so I don't know. Got the radio in it, so I'm going to be here for a while just listening.
All right, Shane. I'm going to go ahead and move on here if you don't mind.
Check.
Check, go ahead.
Boardman didn't get that hard hit. I was listening to their Skywarn out there.
Oh, they didn't.
It probably looked worse than it really was, and it moved through pretty quick.
Well, that brings us back to Avon Lake then.
That's what I heard on their net. It did, they didn't have any real heavy damage reports. There were some trees down, yeah, some fell into some houses. That was about it. Back to you there, Pat. KBPRK.
Thanks for the recheck, Ted. MWD, anything else?
No, sir, but I will add, up north more, like, I actually got a call from Willoughby Fire Department. Their roof blew off. Lots of people were trapped up there in their cars with down power lines. I had lots of 911 calls for kids getting electrocuted, so it was a mess somewhere. Where exactly, I don't know. But, yeah, I'll let you move on. This is KE8MWD.
All right, Shane, have a good evening, sir. We will probably talk before it's over. That brings me down to the end of the list. Do we have any other check-ins that want to come in on this and talk? Or if not, we'll go ahead and close things up here. If you'd like to check in with us, please call W8CRC.
KE8 H&K Mobile.
KE8HNK, good evening, Elmer.
KE8 UIB, John in Massillon.
Okay, I got Elmer, KE8HNK. There was another one?
Copy, Kilo, Echo 8, Uniform, India Bravo, KE8 UIB, John in Massillon.
Okay, John in Massillon, I got you, sir. And anybody else?
November 8, November Hotel, Mark in Akron.
And the guy, I couldn't remember your call sign, or you couldn't remember your name. I know your call sign, N8NH. Mark, good evening, sir. Hang on a second. Anybody else? Let's take about one more if we got him.
Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra, Steve, Carter Falls.
Okay, Steve in the Falls, we got you. Let's go ahead and just go back to the top here. HNK, what you got for us tonight?
Oh, nothing much, Pat. K8HNK in the group. Just wanted to say everybody have a bright and blessed evening. We fared out here in Akron with a couple of trees down. Doesn't seem to be too much damage. We did have a 65-mile-an-hour wind gust that my weather station did pick up. Other than that, it's a nice, cool evening. I'm out mobiling with the XYL and just trying to enjoy the evening. So, you want to check in the net there, Pat? Good job running it. K8HNK, back to net control.
Hey, thanks, Elmer. Have a good evening, and tell the missus we said hi. KE8UIB, I'm interested in what you got to say. What's going on down there in Massillon?
Good evening, Net from KE8UIB, and just relaxing and taking it easy here in Massillon. I did the drive home during the 5 o'clock hour from Hartville to Massillon, and it was slow moving, wet, and very windy. And when I got here to Massillon about 5:45 tonight, the roads were accumulating water pretty good and stuff. So ever since then, I've been in, staying dry, and trying to stay cool. That's for sure. And playing a little bit of radio. So as I was hitting up nets, I wanted to hit you guys up tonight, and so I'm just glad I made it check in. With that, this is KE8UIB. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, Joe.
Okay, John, thanks for checking in with us, and we hopefully we'll talk again. Pop in anytime. We're here on Tuesday nights usually. So So have a good evening. And 8NH, the guy, I can't remember his first name, but I can sure remember his call sign. Evening, Mark, what's going on?
Oh, not a lot, Pat. Good evening to everybody on the net. Looking forward to the meeting tomorrow night. Just got off the phone a little bit ago with my cousin down in Beaufort, South Carolina, and they are getting hammered. We think we had storms. We got a nothing compared to what they're getting down there. And she's in the low country. And if you know anything about that area of the country, you kind of look up to see the water, if you know what I mean. So our thoughts and prayers are with them down there. Talked to her this morning, and she said it's only been rising, and it's only going to get worse. And basically, the East Coast is going to get hammered, from what I'm understanding. And I can only imagine the kind of rain they're getting. And thank God we don't have that kind of problem around here. With that, I'll turn it back to the net. N8NH clear.
All right, Mark, thanks for checking. And with anybody listening here, Mark is going to do a presentation for us on the 21st, as I said in the announcements. He will be doing it on soldering and the Anderson power poles. Ought to be a good one. I'm excited, but it doesn't take us. We won't go there. Anyway, thanks for checking, Mark. Have a good evening, sir. And now we're down to W8BQS. Mr. Steve, what's going on?
Well, we've been experimenting with a little bit of D-Star. I purchased the new HT and was programming it. Thought I had it all nice and set up, and forgot one little letter at the end of the year command when you're programming in the reflectors. I got the reflector letter at the end, which didn't give me the link that I needed.
Oh boy.
The thing that threw me for a loop. It's not like I haven't done this before either, and I could not believe it. So I went to bed last night, just got up this morning, took a look at it again, and I noticed it right away. It was just, I guess I was too tired. But yeah, you cannot link without that link at the end of the module.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's like trying to go on the internet without giving it the full path. You never know where you're going.
Yeah, I think I upset a few guys. I was trying to bring up the 30 reflector, Charlie 30 Charlie reflector, and I kept on keying up, and evidently the 30 Charlie reflector was coming up, but it was only because I had it programmed in earlier. And they thought I was, are you going nuts, or what's going on there? How come you're always trying to connect up? And I said, oh, I see what's going on now, but it was a day late.
$1 short.
Roger that. And we did have several good wind storms, or wind things come through here. We were surrounded by trees, so I can't give you a good reading on the wind, but the trees were bending over pretty good, some of the tall ones. I do have some video of that, and maybe I can show it to you tomorrow. But yeah, it was really pretty hairy there for a while. Didn't get much rain though. That was kind of strange, I thought. But a couple of nice wind gusts came through, and thought we were going to have some trees down, but our power was out for about an hour and a half after the storm, after those wind gusts went through. So we'll send it back to you, Pat, and thanks for doing the net, and hi to everybody on the net, WD8BQS.
Hi, Steve, sir, and always nice talking to you. We will see you tomorrow night, and we will go ahead and move things on here. If you'd like, please call W8CRC.
Recheck.
Somebody was echoing badly. Recheck, go ahead.
Yeah, Pat, N8NH. The other thing I was going to do in that presentation is would do some crimp connectors, show people how to strip the cable using the cable tools, because makes it a lot quicker and a lot easier. You'd be surprised how quick you can do a jumper cable with the stuff. So I was going to throw that in as well on the presentation, if that's okay.
That's fine, sir. Not a problem with whatever you want to do as far as presentation-wise. Be interesting to see that, too.
Expedition 3Y0K, which is making progress and getting back on track. About 26, Jason Daniels.
Looks like our 3-9 traffic is headed again.
Anyone figured out a fix for that yet?
They know what it is. They're working on it. But as of yet, no.
I'm running upstairs getting some iced tea.
I'll give you an in and out, Pat, if I'm making it. And you can.
Yeah, you're making it, Chris. All you have to do is key the repeater and it disappears.
Roger, roger. Good luck in your presentation tomorrow night. And you can.
Brief to the remote island is to be fully financed up front. Point.
All right. If there's any more check-ins, we're up to 12. Wow. Anybody else want to check in while we're here? Please call W8CRC. I think we're just going to have to call this. This is BS, but it is amateur radio. I'm going to go ahead and just repeat the announcements. Please remember that there's a meeting tomorrow night, 7:30 at the church. We will be discussing fox hunting. I've got a special presenter coming that will fill you in on all of it. We do have the presentation the 21st with Mark. You've heard all about that. And remember, we do have the September 7th at 10 a.m. is scheduled for our first Laurel VE session. So please keep those in mind. I'm going to unkey, and hopefully when I unkey, there's not going to be anything there, but if there is, we'll just go ahead and close the net.
Hey, Pat, do you copy me?
I can hear you, Ted.
Yeah, I believe that's that issue we had that we confirmed. The server repeater's on, and they're running Newsline, and I think that's what we're hearing right now. Getting into 6-4.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
KE8MWD.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
Hey, when you get off here, give me a call.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and close things up here. Since we're not going to be able to even take any more check-ins here. I'd like to thank everybody that took the time to participate tonight. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I'll close the net with 12 check-ins, one of our better nets. And I will go ahead and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur use. This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie with N80QP in the net chair, and we will see you next week. And hopefully see you tomorrow night. 7-3. and 8 Okipi.
Radio stuff you need, and there you go. Yeah, I do most of brake work. I do most of that myself, so because I got jacks and stuff like that, I can do that. But if there's something electrical with the computer unit, I'll let somebody else play with that.
If you, anybody listening that's planning on the meeting tomorrow night, if you have any pox hunting equipment
a lot of the computer stuff with the newer vehicles, you have no control over it. You have to take it to the dealership to work on. Mike, yeah, I know. Eventually I'm going to have to because I'm getting tired of driving and listening to ham radio.
I'll say 73. I just thought I'd throw you my 2 cents in there. It's KE8ZLO. We'll be free and clear on the side.
Yeah, Vic, much appreciated. Good to hear you in there. I was just picking on Mike there. No jabs, I was just playing around. W8CRC.
It's all good.
There's also a lot of these guys that are on eBay selling what they are is Mercer, Iraqi, Youngstown, all those guys like that. They're selling used radios with the 4-digit PIN code on eBay, and they guarantee them. Even they're in Bradford, New York. So yeah, as long as you get one and it has the code, you get the 4-digit code, you're good.
Yeah, the thing that, as far as going from OEM to OEM, they needed there's a number on the front of the radio that I wasn't aware of until I looked at it that they needed for that. But, in all actuality, I don't want to put the same radio in my Jeep that came out of it because those radios were notorious for having problems. So I would almost rather go with an aftermarket radio that I know does work.
Yeah, you can do that, or get the upgrade. They make, like my truck has up to 5 different radios you can put into that system. You get the one with the GPS. Without the GPS, then you got the Uconnect 3 and 4. Now they got the lives. So, a lot of different ones. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the dog was doing. She was running on behind me and she was squeezing the ball like she was not worried about that. But yeah, and also, those guys are expensive. Auto place over there. They have everything you need or they are. Boy, are they expensive. I went over there twice and looked at radios for my truck before I just went with the Uconnect.
Yeah, the only thing I would want is the XM radio, and I don't even care about the CD player or anything else at that point. I don't even care about the AM/FM radio because XM, when I had XM radio, that's all I listened to. That's always my XM radio. That's all I listen to. That's all I need. I don't need no fancy radio, fancy gadgets. I don't need GPS. I don't need all that stuff.
Yep, they have basic. Well,
Oh, it's a good thing there's no Skywarnet going on right now. KA8BSA.
Well, I know earlier we were talking Streetsboro, so I'm kind of just I'm gonna go and see what the kind of damage there is. I mean, if it blew off the freaking door of my work, then there's got to be something. I did actually pass a whole bunch of disabled cars on the highway coming up this way, but I didn't stop. I was fixing a light situation on the car.
Yeah, that might be a little bit better. I just went to high power over here because I don't think, I think I'm a little scratchy getting in there on low power.
Yeah, you sound loud now. You're full quieting. But yeah, if you could just kind of monitor this for just a little bit. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I just want to kind of go around and I guess see what else got destroyed. I mean, there's got to be something. Like it was bad where I was at. I mean, even the roads were just, I mean, littered with just trash and tree branches and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll just give you calls here and there if I stop somewhere. Then at least somebody that's a third party knows.
All right, well, I'll be listening here then.
News, ARRL, Bouvet Island 3Y0K website, CQ Magazine, David B, RK7DB.
If you need something, just call me.
Roger, KE8MWD Mobile.
98OQP. still keep you listening. Now that all the noise is gone.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't know if you heard me or not, but it's a good thing there's no Skywarnet trying to go on
WB9
right now.
VPG in Union, Kentucky, saying 7-3, and as always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2024.
Pat, so what's changed that we're having a problem with that now?
Honestly, I don't know. There's some filtering that's evidently been removed somewhere that should be there or put back in.
On their end or our end?
It could be put in either place. I will say I do know it's being worked on, but slow and far between.
Okay. Like I said, it's a good thing we're not in a net situation.
Yeah, you got that right.
That'd probably just make us have to go to a backup.
Yeah, likely. Probably should have did that there.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I really gotta get the battery changed in this radio so I can turn it off every now and then. Then I have to program stuff back into it.
Well, that's ridiculous. Well, that's exactly why well, you know, Mike, as I did my brake caliper, I paid $75 for it. If I took it to a shop, I would have paid $275 for it.
If I can buy it cheap and put it in myself, I'm going to do it. Like all that tower stuff I built. You know, I saved a lot of money, but I have pride. Everything I did, I built for that tower. You know,